Your salary went up this year. Maybe you got a small increment, maybe even a promotion. But somehow, at the end of the month, your bank account still feels the same. If you've ever wondered, why am I earning more but not getting ahead? Stay till the end because we're breaking down the real Singapore story, from rising costs, to lifestyle traps, to structural ceilings most people never notice. And if this video helps you reflect or plan better, like this video so more Singaporeans can see it, and subscribe to Wealth for You for more Singapore-focused content on dividend income, CPF, and cash flow planning. Disclaimer: this video is for education and sharing only. It's not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before making any financial decisions. Chapter 1. Rising Cost of Living. Expenses outrun your salary. In Singapore, salaries do rise, but in certain years, expenses rise even faster. During the high inflation period of 2022 to 2023, many Singaporeans saw negative real wage growth, meaning their purchasing power actually fell despite pay raises. Housing, groceries, transport, healthcare, and even GST increases all outpaced income growth, wiping out increments before they reached savings. Even though 2024 saw a rebound in real wages, for many households the feeling remains the same: higher pay, but heavier bills. Your salary increased, but everything else increased more. Chapter 2. Lifestyle Inflation. Upgrading Faster Than Income. Lifestyle inflation is one of the most common and most invisible financial traps. As income rises, lifestyle almost always rises even faster. More dining out, new gadgets, nicer holidays, car upgrades. And before long, what used to be a luxury becomes the new normal. This happens because of the hedonic treadmill. We quickly adapt to comfort, and because social pressure in Singapore is intense. When everyone around you seems to be upgrading, it feels natural to upgrade too. But financially, the result is simple. Your spending grows at the same pace as your income, so your wealth gap never widens. You feel richer, but your net worth doesn't move. We end up improving our lifestyle instead of improving our finances. Your lifestyle grew. Your net worth didn't. Chapter 3. Debt Burden. Loans Eat the Pay Raise. Here's a financial truth many Singaporeans overlook. When your income goes up, your borrowing power goes up. And that often leads to bigger loans, not bigger savings. A higher salary makes it tempting to upgrade the big-ticket items: a pricier home with a larger mortgage, a new car with a $1,200 to $1,800 monthly repayment, or credit card balances quietly compounding in the background. And in Singapore, where mortgage loans form the bulk of household debt and COE prices are sky-high, these obligations grow fast. So even though your salary increased, your fixed commitments may have increased even more, leaving your disposable income unchanged, or even tighter. The raise didn't go to your future wealth. It went straight to the bank. If every raise goes to the bank, you're not getting richer. Chapter 4. Fear of Investing. Money Stuck in Neutral. You may earn more, but if your money stays parked in a savings account, it feels safe, yet it isn't moving. This fear of investing is one of Singapore's biggest silent wealth blockers. Many people are scared of losing money, scared of choosing the wrong stock, or paralyzed because, the markets are unpredictable. So they avoid investing altogether. And that inaction becomes the real risk. Because while your cash sits still, inflation doesn't. If your savings earn 1%, but inflation is 3%, your purchasing power quietly shrinks every year. You're not just staying still, you're falling behind. Playing it safe can end up costing you the most. Your money is safe, but not growing, which means you're falling behind. Chapter 5. No Emergency Fund. One crisis resets everything. Without an emergency fund, even a high salary can't protect you. You might be earning well, but you're still financially fragile. One retrenchment, one hospital bill, or one major repair, and years of progress can vanish overnight. And higher-income Singaporeans are often hit even harder. Bigger mortgages, car loans, school fees, and higher monthly commitments mean their burn rate is massive. When income stops, the fall is steeper and faster, because their emergency fund needs to be much larger too. An emergency fund isn't just a safety net. It's the foundation of true financial stability, the difference between a temporary setback and a complete reset. If one bad month destroys your finances, you're not progressing. Chapter 6. Comparing with others. Competing with the wrong people. In Singapore, comparison feels almost built into the culture. We compare homes, cars, holidays, careers, and even our kids' schools. And once comparison starts, overspending isn't far behind. Your colleague upgrades his car. Suddenly, your own doesn't feel good enough. Your friend posts Europe photos, and you think, why not me? Instagram shows everyone's highlight reel, while your reality feels plain. Slowly, dissatisfaction creeps in, and spending becomes the quickest way to fix it. Not to build wealth, but to close the gap between how you feel and how others look. But this is how financial progress gets traded for short-term validation. You end up chasing appearances instead of security, spending money meant for your future to impress people who aren't even thinking about you. Trying to keep up with others is the fastest way to stay behind. Chapter 7. No income strategy. One engine running, no plan to grow it. Most Singaporeans rely on only one engine, their salary. But wealth is never built on a single source. It comes from a system: dividends, CPF, investments, side income, and, the quiet force of compounding. Yet even as income rises, many people still don't track their spending, don't budget, don't invest, and, don't plan for 45, 55, or 65. Without buffers or clear goals, every pay raise simply gets absorbed into daily life. High income without a strategy becomes high consumption. And without financial literacy, even good money slips through your fingers. Because wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about what you do with it. High income doesn't make you rich, a system does. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear. Chapter 8. Stagnant wage growth and job insecurity. The structural reality. The truth is, not everyone benefits equally when wages rise in Singapore. Some industries, especially service, technical, and care work, have been historically undervalued. In these sectors, increments are small, career pathways are limited, and job security is never guaranteed. When the industry you're in stops growing, your income hits a ceiling too, no matter how hard you work or how often you get your annual raise. And when retrenchment feels like it could happen any time, people become overly cautious. They hold back on investing, avoid upgrading their skills, and stay stuck in a cycle of financial defensiveness. It's not just personal behavior. Sometimes it's the structure around you. If your industry doesn't grow, your income can't grow either. Chapter 9. Social inequality and wage ceilings. In Singapore, the path you start on often shapes your earnings for decades. Degree holders typically climb faster and higher, while non-degree workers may hit income ceilings much earlier, even if they work just as hard. Salary increases help, but structural limits in certain roles make it difficult to fully catch up. This isn't about personal failure or lack of effort. It's simply the reality of how different pathways create different financial ceilings. Some people are not falling behind because they're careless. They're held back because the ceiling sits lower for them. Some people aren't poor because they're careless, but because the ceiling is low. Final thought. The real Singapore story. At the end of the day, here's the truth. It's never just about the salary. It's the rising costs we can't avoid, the debts we take on, the lifestyle upgrades we chase, the fear that keeps us from investing, the lack of buffers, and the structural ceilings that shape our opportunities. If we don't change both the system around us and the behaviors within us, no pay raise, no matter how big, will ever feel like enough. A higher salary can open doors, but only better habits, smarter planning, and disciplined investing will move you forward. If this video helped you reflect on your own financial journey, like this video so more Singaporeans can see it, subscribe to Wealth for You for more Singapore-focused content and share your thoughts in the comments. What part of the Singapore squeeze hits you the hardest? We read every comment, and your story might help someone else too.